Welcome to Practice English Conversations. Are you ready to practice your English and become more fluent? Let's get started.
Hi, Emily. Thank you for joining me today. To start off, can you tell us when you first realized that you wanted a career in fashion design?
Hi, Michael. Thank you for having me. Well, I've always been creative. When I was very young, I used to spend hours drawing outfits for my dolls. I was fascinated by how colors and patterns came together. Around the age of 6, I began sketching simple designs in my notebook. Back then, I even considered becoming a cartoonist because I loved drawing characters and costumes.
That's really interesting. So, when did you decide I want to design clothes for a living?
It wasn't until after high school that I really knew fashion was my calling. I attended an art college at 18, majoring in design and fine arts. I spent 4 years studying various artistic techniques, learning about fabrics like cotton, silk, and even innovative synthetics. During that time, I realized that my true passion was in turning my sketches into wearable art. After graduation, I began working as an assistant in a large clothing store. And while I was there, I had my first real exposure to the fashion industry.
What a journey! So, working in the store gave you insight into the industry?
Yes, absolutely. Working there allowed me to see what customers liked and how different styles sold. I learned about the importance of quality materials, the latest trends, and the business side of fashion. I was involved in helping organize mini fashion shows within the store. And that was when I truly discovered that my dream was to create my own designs.
That must have been an exciting transition. What skills do you think are essential for a fashion designer?
There are several key skills. First, you need a strong creative vision, the ability to take a simple idea and transform it into a finished garment. It helps to have a solid understanding of fabrics and materials. For example, knowing the properties of wool versus cotton can change how you design a piece. You also need to be familiar with techniques like sewing, draping, and pattern making. Importantly, patience is crucial, especially at the beginning, because perfecting a design can take many hours of work and many attempts.
I can imagine that must be very challenging at times. What do you find most enjoyable about working in the fashion industry?
For me, the most enjoyable aspect is seeing an idea come to life. When my designs are showcased in a fashion show or displayed in a boutique, I feel an immense sense of achievement. It's amazing to go from being an unknown designer to having my clothes recognized by fashion stores and even worn by real people. The process of selling my designs, despite the hard work involved, is incredibly fulfilling. Every compliment I receive from a customer or a kind word from a boutique owner makes it all worth it.
That's fantastic, Emily. And how do you stay inspired to create new designs?
Inspiration can come from anywhere. I get ideas all the time. sometimes while I'm walking in the park, sometimes by looking at art in galleries, or even when I'm reading a book. I always keep a sketchbook with me so I can jot down any ideas that come to mind. I also take photos of interesting textures or patterns I see in everyday life. Not every idea is perfect, but over time, these sketches add up and eventually transform into complete designs. I also spend a lot of time researching fashion trends and attending exhibitions, which often ignite new ideas.
It sounds like you have a very active creative process. Are you currently working on any new projects?
Yes, I am. My biggest ambition right now is to launch a solo fashion show in Los Angeles next year. I've been designing a collection of smart casual outfits that blend comfort with elegance. I'm also in talks with a major store in New York about collaborating on a special range of men's suits. This is new territory for me, as I've mostly designed women's casual wear up to now, but I'm excited about the challenge.
That's very exciting indeed. Transitioning into men's formal wear sounds like a big leap. How are you preparing for that?
It has been quite a learning experience. I've been studying different cuts, fabrics, and tailoring techniques. For instance, I'm experimenting with using wool and fine cotton blends for suits. I've taken a few extra classes on pattern making for menswear. I still feel a bit nervous about designing suits because they need to fit perfectly and convey a certain elegance, but I see it as a wonderful opportunity to broaden my skills.
It definitely sounds like a challenge, but also very rewarding. Can you tell us about a particularly memorable moment in your career?
One of my most unforgettable experiences was when I participated as a guest designer in an international fashion festival in Paris. I had created a small collection of eco-friendly outfits using sustainable materials like organic cotton and recycled polyester. Presenting my collection on the Paris runway was a dream come true. The response was overwhelming. Not only did many people compliment my designs, but I also received several orders from boutique owners across Europe. It was a true validation of my work and truly inspired me to push further in the realm of sustainable fashion.
That's an incredible achievement, Emily. It must have been a proud moment for you.
It was, Michael. That festival opened many doors for me. I got to meet other designers, learn from industry experts, and even discuss potential collaborations. It taught me that every risk I take in my designs can lead to amazing opportunities. I've since continued to refine my work and maintain an emphasis on sustainability, which I believe is the future of fashion.
Your journey is truly inspirational. With all these experiences, what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your career so far?
I would say never stop learning and always be open to new ideas. The fashion world is constantly changing, and even if you have a clear vision, you must be flexible enough to adapt. There will always be challenges, whether it's a difficult design or a market that changes unexpectedly. But each challenge teaches you something important. Also, collaboration is key. Working with others, whether it's your team or industry mentors, can help elevate your work in ways you never imagined.
That's excellent advice, Emily. Finally, how do you balance your busy career with your personal life?
Balancing work and life is one of the toughest parts of this job. I try to set aside specific hours for work and make sure I have time to relax with my friends and family. I practice yoga and sometimes go for a run in the morning to clear my mind before starting the day. I also make time for hobbies like reading and painting, activities that remind me of why I started in the first place. It's all about setting boundaries and being organized, even when the schedule gets hectic.
Thank you, Emily. Your story is not only a testament to hard work and creativity, but also a source of inspiration for anyone looking to follow their passion. Your dedication to both your art and your vision for sustainable fashion is truly remarkable.
Thank you, Michael. I hope that by sharing my journey, I can encourage others to pursue their dreams, no matter how many obstacles they face. Every experience, good or bad, has shaped me into the designer I am today.
I'm sure it will. Your journey from a creative child to a professional fashion designer is a powerful reminder that with persistence, resilience, and a willingness to embrace change, anything is possible. I wish you continued success with your upcoming projects and your exciting new ventures, especially your solo fashion show in Los Angeles.
Thank you, Michael. I'm excited about what the future holds. I will keep pushing boundaries and exploring new ideas in fashion. It's been wonderful sharing my story with you, and I hope my experiences inspire many others to follow their passion.
I'm confident that it will, Emily. Thank you again for taking the time to speak with us. Your journey is a true inspiration, and I look forward to seeing all the beautiful designs you create in the future.
Thank you, Michael. It was a pleasure talking with you today. I wish you all the best and hope to share more updates with you soon.
Best of luck, Emily, and thank you for an inspiring conversation. Have a great day.
You too, Michael. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Emily.
Great job practicing with us today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next English conversation. See you in the next video. Keep practicing and stay confident.